Hi guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm going to be doing my August TBR. So I have my little goose jar here. So I've got lots of different prompts in here that I can choose from. Let's just get into picking the first prompt. I am going to pick 5 books for August. So let's see what we get. I always laugh that my fingers can't properly fit into the jar, but let's pick out, let's see what we get. Okay, we've got one here. Let's see what it says. A book by an author you have wanted to try. Okay, so let's see what we have here. You know what, I actually think that I might have got this prompt before. Let's see what I could pick. You know what, I'm actually think I know exactly what I picked the last time. Let's see if we can maybe choose something else. The ones at the very top here, I want to choose one by an author like I genuinely wanted to try, not just like a book that I haven't read before, like a book that I want to try, like I want it to be an author that I want to try. So let's see what we have under here. Okay, so those two, People We Met on Vacation and Henna Wars, I have read books by both of those authors before. Can't really choose that. I could maybe choose The Talented Mr. Ripley. The Talented Mr. Ripley and Addie LaRue. I could choose both of those. These keep coming back up and up and up in TBR videos, so I am sorry about that. They just keep not getting around to them, so they are kind of repeating themselves, which makes me think that I should probably just go ahead and do it so that they actually don't come up again, because I've never read anything by Patricia Highsmith and I have never read anything by V.E. Schwab, so I definitely feel like I could pick that. But I actually think I picked this in my June TBR for this exact same prompt. I could choose On the Road by Jack Kerouac. I feel like that's an option. Virginia Woolf I've already read from. Maggie O'Farrell I've read from. Those aren't particular authors. George Eliot, I have read half of Middlemarch before and then I DNF'd it just because I was doing my degree at the time and I ended up doing other things, so I never actually finished Middlemarch. I technically haven't actually still read anything the whole way through by George Eliot, so that is an option, but it's a very, very big book and I do have a lot of big books that I am trying to get through right now, especially bigger classics. Daphne du Maurier I've already read from. Sarah J Maas I've already read from. Beth O'Leary I've already read from. We do have some books at the very bottom that you can't see. A lot of them are authors that I have already read from. Apart from Angela Carter, actually, this is Wise Children by Angela Carter. I have had this book for a very long time. This is actually relatively short, so that is a good option. I could pick that actually. The other one that's at the very bottom, I have a lot of classics on this TBR cart. The other one that I could choose is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, because I have never read anything by Wilkie Collins and I would really like to, but it is a very big book, so I'm not sure about that one. I would be more likely, I think, to pick Wise Children. So I think that my options are V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith, or Wise Children by Angela Carter. And I'm thinking I am going to go with The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith, because a few months ago for one of my picks I had a friend picks off your TBR card and Emily picked this one and I didn't get around to it, so I feel like I actually should probably put this one back on, because like I said, it's kind of circling my TBR, so I would like to actually prioritize this and get this off my TBR, because I loved the film and then I actually really liked the TV show that was done relatively recently, so I would really like to read the book because I think I will actually probably love it. I can actually officially read this book because Emily picked it and it made me feel bad that I didn't get around to it, so I'm going to put this on as my first book for my August TBR. Let's get on to picking the second prompt. Got one like right at the top that I'm just going to choose because it was just kind of like sitting out, so I'm going to pick it out. Okay, so this one says a book with a person on the cover. Let's see, I think I actually have quite a few. I'm just trying to think of the books that I really want to get to. This is one very, very, very high on my priority for August. I really want to get this. This is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I want to read it before I go to Barcelona because this is set in Barcelona and I'm going in the very beginning of September, so I really want to read this in August. It kind of has a person on the cover. I know that's like a shadow of a person. No, it is a person. It's just very dark, but that is a person on the cover. I mean, it kind of like vaguely counts. I think that it counts. Let's see what other options that we have. I'm trying to think of other books that are really quite high up on my TBR. I also have like a massive pile of books. I have a massive pile of books that I just hold. I just filmed my haul video and I have lots and lots and lots of books here as well. As you can see, I'm overflowing with books. This is one that's very high on my TBR as well. This is Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens, but that doesn't have a person on the cover. Another one that's very high up on my TBR is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. That doesn't have a person on the cover, that only has a snake. Discipline by Larissa Pham. That's very high up on my TBR. I got this for my birthday and it's very short and I really, really, really want to read it. That actually does have a person on the cover. That's somebody's face. That actually does count. I know that Uncharmed has a person on the cover and I really want to read that, but it's not like incredibly high up on my TBR. People We Meet on Vacation, that's high up on my TBR because, well, it's a fun summer read, and as well I want to read it before I watch the film. That does have a person on the cover as well. I'm trying to think what to do. I think really because I need to get this on my TBR because I need to read this in August, I'm going to go with The Shadow of the Wind. I don't know, is that cheating? Oh, there's also two more people kind of in the background. I'm going to say this has a person on the cover and pick this. I am so excited for this. This one sounds so amazing. This is a book about books. My mom has been literally begging me to read it. She said it's like the most amazing book ever, and like I said, I'm going to Barcelona. I want to be able to recognize like the streets that he names and be able to just like spot where he was and where the characters were. I am so excited to read this one, and this is the second book that I'm going to put on my TBR. Okay, so let's pick our third read. I'm always like so nervous. Okay, we've got one. This is like an instruction one, like read a something something. That just won't focus. It says read a book with flowers on the cover. So I can see now, just looking to my right, that Discipline doesn't have flowers on the cover. I'm going to look at The Queen of Nothing. Is that flowers? I actually don't know what that is. That is actually kind of flowers on the cover. It does kind of have flowers on the cover. I'm gonna kind of put that to the side because I feel like that might kind of count. I'm gonna have a look at Our Mutual Friend as well. No, it doesn't. It has like scissors and things and a plain back, like very random. So no flowers on that, so I can't choose that. Catabasis is also one that I really want to specifically read soon. Let me just see. No. There's no flowers on the cover, so not that one. Maybe People We Meet on Vacation. No, there's trees on the cover, but there's no flowers. So I know that The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue has little blue flowers all over the front. I am going to just go with The Queen of Nothing because I really want to read it, and I'm scared that I won't get to put it on my TBR. I really think that that is flowers. I think that that does count. I am going to go with it. I know I feel like I've like kind of cheated twice, but that does look like a flower. So I'm going to go with that. I'm so excited to read this. This is the last book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I'm so excited to read this one and definitely happy to get it on my TBR. I was kind of determined, to be honest. We'll just go with it. Let's get on to our fourth prompt. I've kind of picked one out of the bottom, so let's see which one have I got. Yeah, this one. Let's see what it says. A book with white on the cover. So I'm just looking at this. This has white on the cover because the actual writing's white, and then this little like unicorn blow up floaty thing is white. So I feel like that's kind of an option, but let's see if we have a more white cover. I'm just looking at this as well, the macabre. That's obviously like completely white apart from the painting. This is quite high up on my TBR as well. This is a horror, so kind of good for like summer Wayne kind of vibes. That is a very good option as well. We have The Poppy War, but I'm not sure if I'm actually in the mood for that, so I don't know about that. Another one that I've been really wanting to read is The Will of the Many by James Islington. I really want to get to this. It kind of has white on the cover, but it is a very big book, and I'm aware that I have decently sized books like The Shadow of the Wind. Okay, so my camera just overheated, and I've also realized I didn't have my ring light or anything turned off, so I am so sorry if the lighting has been terrible so far because it is quite cloudy and rainy today, so the lighting might have been terrible throughout this video. But anyway, I was talking about trying to find a book with white on the cover, so I was talking about maybe picking The Will of the Many, but because I had to take a little break because my camera wouldn't let me use it, I thought, you know what, I don't have any fun summer books. I haven't really got the chance to read a fun summer book yet this summer, so I thought, you know what, I'll just go with People We Meet on Vacation. There is white on the cover. I feel like it counts. I feel like I'm kind of cheating this whole video. Usually I'm quite like on a straight and narrow, but you know what, it does have white on the cover, and I really want a fun summer read. That'll be really fun to read this one and then watch the film that came out a few months ago. Definitely going to pick this one. I am so excited for it. Just like a little fun Emily Henry. I'm sure that I will enjoy it. That was my fourth pick, so let's pick a fifth and final read. Let's see what we get. Okay, I just like very easily picked out this one, so let's go for it. Let's see what it says. So okay, it's like quite an easy one as well, not difficult at all. This one is Book with Purple on the cover. I'm kind of unsure what to do because I actually think that that's a lot of the picks that I wanted to get to. So I'm actually now kind of unsure what to pick. We've got some books under here. I was sent The Pretender by Joe Harkin. I was sent this by Bloomsbury, and I have wanted to get to that, but that does not have purple on the cover. The House in Paris by Elizabeth Bowen I have wanted to read, doesn't also have purple. And Broken Country I wanted to get to, but it does not have purple on the cover. I mean, I think that the door might be like a little pink or purple, but even for me I think that's getting a bit extreme. The Henna Wars I would love to read. A lot of these ones that were on my June TBR are still on here because I had actually a bad reading month in June. That's why there's a lot of ones that were meant to have already been read, they're still there. Swept Away by Beth O'Leary has purple on the cover, but I'm not sure if I want to put on another romancy one, even though I know that it is summer, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I 100% want to do that. I actually genuinely do not know what to pick. I have By the Book by Amanda Sillett. That definitely has purple on the cover, so I feel like that could definitely be a choice. I know that this is also a romance, but I don't know why I keep really wanting to read this. Emily got me this literally ages ago and I still haven't read it. I would really like to read it. It just seems like a fun romance set in a bookstore, I think, and it just sounds really fun. So that's actually one that I would really like to read. So I'm going to set that aside as definitely a massive option. I'm going to have a quick look at Catabasis. No, absolutely nothing. I think I obviously must want to pick Catabasis because I keep picking it out. The Macabre, no, that just has red on the cover. Uncharmed, I'm actually really wanting to read as well. That's just mostly pink, so also not really an option. I'm trying to think of like what other thing that we have. So we've got a like summer romance, we have a little like fantasy, we have another kind of like literary fiction mystery kind of thing with Shadow of the Wind, and then we've got a classic, pretty modern classic. So I suppose I could also choose maybe like a shorter one. Is that pink or is that purple? I think that that's pink. Yeah, I would definitely call that pink, not that one. I'm going to put Swept Away over in the corner. Maybe Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. That's like a red and brown and beige cover, so not that either. Maybe The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. That's like a red and it's kind of like, I don't know if those hats are purple or white. That would kind of count, but I'm also not sure about it, so I don't know if that does count. I actually thought like I had way more purple books than I do. Also a blue and red cover. Ali LaRue is blue. Okay, so after having a look around, I actually can't see that many purple options, so I'm going to go for By the Book by Amanda Sillett. It is just a fun romance, a book about books. Emily got me this quite a few years ago and I haven't got around to it, so definitely would like to read this one and it'll be very fun for the summer. I'm definitely going to put this one on my TBR and yeah, I'm so excited to read it. So we have our final TBR pile. I just put By the Book back underneath a big pile of books on the TBR cart, so I'm not going to pull it back out again because I forgot. I just put it right back in immediately and completely forgot I needed to wrap up all of the books. So one of the books is By the Book by Amanda Sillett. That is one of the books of the 5 that I'm going to read in August, hopefully. We have The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith, The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, and People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So I actually feel like that's an amazing mixture of books and I'm so excited to read it. So definitely need to get on to finishing Oliver Twist by the end of July so I can start in fresh to August with all of my really fun reads. So I absolutely can't wait to get to all of these and hopefully I will read all of them if I'm lucky. Let's see. That's it for this video. If you did enjoy this video then please like and subscribe because I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them and also what is on your August TBR. If you did get it this far, thank you again so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.